Hello my friends, it's Pwalpar. Dragged out one of my old projects today. I told you I got a bunch of projects stashed away in the garage. I haven't made a video in some time. I thought I'd at least get started on this project here. I don't know how much I'll get done today. What we're looking at is an old bench grinder I've made years ago. It's old Black & Decker, small horsepower. I'll look up the model in a minute. I mounted this thing on an old motor car wheel. Stuck a pipe in it. Rather heavy gauge pipe. Made some metal brackets under there. And bolted that old bench grinder down to that stand. The problem is, my old bench grinder wore out. And my stand won't wear out for 100 years. And I have another more heavy duty bench grinder in the garage. And one of my projects was to see if we can mount that new one on this one. It's been stuck in the corner of the garage for several years now, collecting dust. And it's getting to the point where I need to sharpen my lawnmower blades pretty soon. So I better get my grinder fixed up so I can do that. The thing about my bench grinder is I can move it around the shop anywhere I want to, rather than have it permanently mounted to a workbench where you have to take your project to the grinder. I can bring the grinder to the project. At this point I'm going to try to unbolt that old grinder. Well, let's hear it run one time. I'll show you how wore out it is. It does still run, but it wobbles. Got no horsepower to it at all. You start grinding, it just bogs down to the stop. So we're going to at least get that one off and see if my new one will fit the footprint of this stand. More than likely I'll have to weld a new top on this pipe. Filming outdoors today. I have no lighting in the garage, plus you don't need to see my messy garage anyway. Alright, Walter, get a hammer. Maybe that'll work better. Need to get the bolts off the bottom of there. They're in a rubber grommet or jammed in a hole or something. Well, that turned out to be easier than I thought it would. I'll save this booger and see if I can salvage that wire wheel off of there and maybe that work light off the top of it before I throw it in the dumpster. Well, I can see right away the new grinder I want to put up there is probably going to be too big for that foot. The footprint of the new grinder is probably going to be too big for my stand. I have to do some modifications. But I'm going to set it up there just to get an idea of what it might be going to look like. I had to come back out and make another clip. The one I made showing a close-up of this grinder I'm going back with. Must not have pushed record. One I'm going back with, made by Detroit Power. Heavy duty bench grinder, 3/4 inch horsepower. Runs a little bit slower than that Black & Decker does. It's definitely got more amps and horsepower. This is a good grinder. I've used it before. I acquired this grinder from my father in 1984. Looks like he paid $79 for it. I can't read it. The old grinder, you kind of had to reach up between the two spinning wheels and flip a little switch to turn it off. This one here just got a push-pull button, turns it off and on a lot safer. Some small guards on there that probably need to be modified or changed. And I definitely need a flip-down face shield design or something. But I'm sure we can come up with something, even if I just had to put a full face shield on instead. Okay, rather than complete my project today, I think I'll upload this part 1 and let some of my viewers make some suggestions how they think of what I should do. I know I need to put me some shield or something that'll fold down for eye protection on this thing. Definitely need some sanding and painting. Let's take a look at that motor car wheel. I acquired that out of a scrap metal pile years and years ago. I don't know if the maintenance away department threw it away or what, but I snatched it up and made good use of it. Looks like the outside diameter of that rim is 16 inches. Not everybody would have an old motor car wheel to make their grinder stand out of, but you could make one with a rim off an automobile just as good. Got to find a pipe and some brackets. I haven't made any videos lately. I think I might go in the Wet a Hook this weekend, do a little fishing. Probably won't catch nothing, but I can sure have a good time sitting there by the pond. A little small lake or reservoir is what it is. I got a boat in the backyard that I could go fishing with, but it would cost me $1,000 to put it back in the water. And a lot of time and effort I don't want to expend right now. But I can still go fishing. My poles work just fine. Maybe we'll make a fishing video and maybe we won't. And I'm definitely going to get back out there rail fanning again real soon. Mostly I sit around and take it easy. But I appreciate you watching my video, and any suggestions you want to contribute towards my grinder standing project here would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching.